Hi, Leo Rising. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have the rising sign and the zodiac sign of Leo, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of Love, Money, and You, and then we'll get a Major Arcana card. You already have some cards here, so the Major Arcanas, I'm going to leave this just like this. The 2 cards wanted to present themselves as I was getting the deck prepared. And then this card, I really feel like I already know what it is, but this wanted to be a card that was also, as I picked up the deck, this was here. It was at the bottom, and then Spirit wanted it to be here at the top. We'll just go ahead and do this here. It's going to be the Queen of Pentacles for you. Anyone who may have tried to break you down, break your legs, do anything connected to your legs, they're receiving karma. But I do get a lot of you being this energy, if not all of you who are resonating with this integral message here of being one who is sound, practical, rich, wealthy, royal, warm, loving, nurturing, mothering, nurturing, a great investor, knowing how to circulate your finances, very responsible with money, a great lover of children, and then a supportive energy of the peacock. That could be significant for you as far as a spirit animal. But then it may also be to just speaking to your divine representation and the power that's from within you, what is destined for you and what's meant for you. I also see cherry blossoms, and that could be also significant as well. I do see the buns on the side of the hair, where I'm getting Princess Leia, and then the crown energy with the gold decked out on it. I do get a sense of all the gold energy being the gold from within one. The purple speaking to royalty, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, green being Taurus. The yellow gold energy that's a part of the trim energy is also going to be Gemini energy. And then it just going back to the pentacle energy that's in the hands of you. If you are resonating as this Queen of Pentacles, for Leo risings. Counterpart energy to the King of Pentacles. So it could be that with this presence here, there's a King of Pentacles a part of your life, and you're both out there riding around and getting it, making it happen, and being in love here too. This is great love. This is also loyalty and commitment, and it's full of integrity. So what I'm going to do for the Major Arcana, we'll just go ahead and we'll leave these here, because this will be part of the message that wanted to come through. I'm going to put this deck here. This will be the final cards that we get here from the End of the World as We Know It deck that was created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. The full moon is coming up tomorrow on August 9th, 2025. Very exciting times. This is one of the best summer seasons I've ever had in my time. And I love the season of summer. I love all of the seasons, especially fall. I love all of them. I was going to say, and then winter. Spring's probably my least favorite because I have allergies. But everything's pretty, so we're not going to knock it. But that could be significant for you too. Take what resonates. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put this back in. Chances are, with the way that this card is conditioned, and I'm probably going to get a new deck here just because of what's happened here. I don't even know what happened here, to be honest, and that could be also a significant message too. For Leo rising. That almost formed a heart. Leo rising. Cause we got the fire, fire, fire. And we got the fire, fire, fire. And we're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. I'll leave this song in the description box. And look, here it is again, but it's in reverse. So I don't get this being your energy. With this being at the bottom, it's probably at the bottom where it needs to be. And that being about leaving behind a certain energy connected to any kind of toxicity. Someone who's unstable, not grounded, very impractical, and they don't like children. That'll be the reverse Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's get your card for love. Ooh, shit. That's hot. That was quick as fuck. Alright. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit is not playing. This is so dope. All new beginning here. And just as I said, leaving behind energies that are toxic. The Ace energy has nothing to do with the past. Pentacles will be Earth energy. Capricorn, Libra could be significant. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. But I'm getting this might be the King of Pentacles. This could be a King of Pentacle energy that's coming through with a heavy, significant, very weighted, and deserving and blessed offer. Designed and meant for a feminine energy who's going to be that Queen of Pentacles. Let me turn this down. I got into that, sorry. Okay. And then the Ace is a 1 energy, so I do get a Magician energy, Emperor energy also too. So a very majestic, mystical person who may have a very deep and old soul. They may like to be out in nature. And I'm getting strong Capricorn energy also here too. But they have a good head on their shoulders. And they're also very practical here too, but they are very, very, very financially responsible. And I do get this being a significant offer connected to what it is that they've gained, what they've built, and wanting to share that. And that being why the Ace of Pentacles is here in your love section. That's awesome. And then beautiful energy that's surrounding. That's all I get here. And it just kind of correlating with the energy that came through with the Queen of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Congratulations. That's awesome. And then with the Pentacle energy, that is going to be strong physical energy. So if this has not taken place in your life yet, it's definitely coming through now. Let's get your money card. I mean, that's a lot. But we'll go ahead and we'll see what's here. Money card for Leo rising. We have the 6 of Cups, where you see 2 energies, soulmates, nostalgic energy coming through. 2 transformative energies with the butterflies. This could also be children for some of you. Take what resonates. There's a little kitty cat that sees 2 little mices here frolicking and playing. I just get this being about the overall energy that's resonating from the 2 here. 2 trees being back here. I do get that being connected to the Pentacle energy, the Ace of Pentacle energy. Where I'm even seeing like 1 tree here and 1 tree here. 1 tree being very full, 1 tree being a little sparse. So with this Ace of Pentacles, this could be about, you know, the watering of plants, like nurturing this tree here to bring it into full fruition, and it being connected to the 2 tree energy that I see here, which is now in your money. But take what resonates. And then just being surrounded by love and in a playful energy. Next card will be Temperance. And this will be divine timing. And the manifestation of 2 cups. Water and fire being significant, where I do get that being passionate and soulful love coming together. Happiness with the sun energy, renewal, rebirth. And then Mars energy being here. So I'm just getting like a soul connection that's coming through, connected to you and someone here. This being very significant in the money section, and probably why it is that we have the Ace of Pentacles here in the love, and it just kind of expressing the story of what's here in the love section with the Ace of Pentacles being here. But Spirit coming through for you also too is what I get. And then for some of you, this is going to be a twin flame card. The 14 comes together to create a 5, that being transformative energy, but also strong sexual attraction. And then the chakra colors being here, that will be significant also too. It could be that, oh my goodness, so I'm picking this up, a beautiful feminine energy may have brought two people together. This being a part of the higher plane here, coming from Spirit. And with the rainbow energy, take what resonates for that, because I'm getting multiple things. Or that could just be a strong expression of love. It could be the energetic cleansing from the chakras. But this could also be a feminine who's a part of the LGBT, I believe that's what it is, community. LGBT. I'm getting that too. And so seeing a cup of fire, seeing a cup of water, like just being a conduit of bringing two people together. And then I get the two people being a part of this young energy here, feeling like a child, feeling happy, feeling beautifully transformed also. So the transformative energy here with the 5 energy, I do get that being a part of that. And this being a 6 card, so something happening, bringing two people together. And again, I'm getting it may be an actual person too that was sent from God to bring two people together. That's so pretty. And it just being very, very abundant also here too is what I'm getting. And then here's the offer. So I said the King of Pentacles being the counterpart energy. I do get this being about that offer that's coming through, connected to everything that came through here, and this just possibly being a younger person that's coming to deliver this offer. Knight in shining armor is also what I'm getting to. The gold energy being very significant, especially with what came through with the Queen of Pentacles and that connection there. And I do see a person returning to a past situation. And then I saw the squirrel here, like looking. I also kind of got that here. That's not a squirrel. But I got that energy of watching. So things being witnessed. The cat is kind of like that there too. Like certain things being seen, being noticed. But overall, there's great love and there's money here that's coming through for you. And then I'm even getting a lot of good sex. Pentacles would be more earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And here they come. Oh my gosh. Here he is. So this will be the action. Knight energy is typically about defending the element that it stands for and represents. And the Knight of Pentacles is considered to be one of the slowest moving knights, but it is very assured. It doesn't move unless it is sure about its decision and what it feels from within, and that being connected to the feeling and the defending the element it represents. So that financially sound energy with the Knight of Pentacles being here in the action, and then you have the King of Pentacles here to follow. Look at all of this beauty. And so the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles being right here in the money, this will confirm what I got here with the Ace of Pentacles between you, whether you're the Queen of Pentacles or the motherfucking King of Pentacles, you both came through for this reading. Someone has come through to bring you two together, and it being completely guided by divine. And it having not only a lot of great love and loyalty and commitment and honor and integrity, but a lot of great fortune. This is so pretty. And I'm also getting High Priestess and Hierophant with the way that you both are internally connected. Like being very galactic also too. This is super pretty. The red and the green I get that being even more, like I get it being royalty energy, Jupiter energy, and Jupiter being the ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius. Holy shnikes. And then the oh my goodness, the tree energy. Look at these, look at this throne for one. Straight jiggy. And how it's built. Like this is the mysticism that I got here from the masculine energy, and then it just being this beautiful build of a man created by God Almighty himself. And that's awesome, yo. So this is great wealth. Again, everything that comes with that love and the loyalty and commitment and being honorable. And then I even see like an enrapture here of the royal cloth surrounding this person, having built up such a great support and foundation for themselves. And then I just get this being wanting to share, a very confident person. And then the pinnacle that's at the crown, there's a pinnacle here at the crown. It's the same damn thing. The wings are giving the higher spiritual energy of a Hierophant connected to a high priestess. And this person having multiple wings. Oh my goodness. So this is a very lovely, delightful energy who has a very kind heart. They're very giving. And they have a knowing, but they're very strong. Very strong. Very smart. And coming through to make an offer. Here we have the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords being next to the King of Pentacles, I do get this being a sense of something being cut, where there may be some kind of split or a divorce. I don't get this being the Queen of Pentacles. I get this being a very rash energy that's being cut or cutting themselves from this. And this being why we have the action here of the Knight of Pentacles moving towards something in their past that's connected to a feminine that is, I just get, has brought two people together with the two cups here, and then it being this connection of playfulness here. So this king returning back to abundance, back to happiness, back to love. It could be a transformative energy also here too. That's a part of what's taking place here between this king and the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords being here, this could also be about divorce energy. And then so you have the moon energy that's also here too, where this could be about, like I'm not getting illusions or delusions. I'm getting more of something being kept as a part of one's business. Like the word secrecy came through, but it not necessarily being about secrets. And it could be that with this being after the Queen of Sword having some kind of secrecy. Like I'm seeing these birds flying around this queen here too, and that giving, I don't like the energy. I get it. Oh my god. Like this Queen of Sword may be sick. I'm seeing like the paling of their skin. And then possibly having like a disease. And those birds being there, like I'm getting like a homegoing. So as something is ending as a part of a cycle, I just get that here with this Queen of Sword holding that sword where they have made the decision to cut something off. It's almost like as the actions from that Queen of Sword and cutting stuff off is about an internal knowing where they're kind of going off into a distance, I'm getting. So take what resonates for that. But I do get the word death did come through, where someone may actually, as I say that, I see these curtains kind of disappearing. So it could be the death of a connection here, but I do get, and this isn't going to be for everybody. Whatever this King of Pentacle, I do get the King of Pentacle moving away from this Queen of Sword here. And as that's happening, it's so hard to explain, like what I'm seeing. Like a cycle is closing, and so because that cycle is closing, it's a continue on of what needs to further take place as far as people's existence. So the King of Pentacle moving into something connected to a Two of Cup that has a lot of happiness with the Six of Cup, and then this Queen of Sword may not be doing so well as far as their health. And they may be concealing this also too, and that being why the moon is here, where it may be something deeper. Something being known, but then there being something deeper. Something deeper. The devil. And the toxicity. So I'm just getting, there being recognition with that Queen of Pentacle wanting to come through, provided by Spirit. I do get recognition of a counterpart, a true counterpart, moving towards this. And as it's, closing a cycle and someone is being moved away from, it's because of this here. And the connection associated with this queen. Very interesting. We're going to see what's at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to leave these here just like this. And we'll leave this here just like this. Queen of Pentacles reversed at the bottom. And given that we have the Queen of Swords here as the queen energy that's present here, and this being in the money, I get this queen energy being associated with the same queen energy that's here. And it's exactly what I spoke on when this wanted to be noted as what was on the bottom, and it's still being at the bottom of the deck. But it being a part of not wanting to be seen, the concealment of something, where someone was just completely terrible with their finances and did not like I'm just getting someone who does not like kids. I'm also getting, I just get like, oh my gosh, I don't like what I'm getting with this energy. But someone may be like their health is deteriorating. And this being a part of that energy also too. So the Queen of Pentacles reversed is going to be a very ungrounded person. Someone who also may have claimed something, pretended to be something that they weren't in order to gain, and then it being discovered that this is their truth. Where I'm getting a harsh energy of a Queen of Swords here. And maybe that's why the doves are here too, to bring some kind of delicacy to this energy, because I just see sickness in the skin, like the fading away. And then the curtains came through as that too. But this is someone who does not do well with money. They're not good with finances. This may have been projected onto the actual Queen of Pentacles, who's counterpart to this king, where the king may have mistaken and made a choice, figuring that they had found an upright Queen of Pentacles, only to discover the toxicity connected to a Queen of Swords, and this being the truth of who it is that this king was connected to, and them not being an upright Queen of Pentacles, but being a reverse Queen of Pentacles. And this is also someone who loses a lot of money. They're very materialistic. They burn through money as soon as they get it. And maybe that's why the song Burn was on too. And we have that right here, like burning a hole in their pocket. As soon as they get it, it's gone. And then they're not being a true representation of this peacock energy, that also being in reverse. So I do get, anything that, or anyone that this Queen of Swords associates themselves with being in this particular state is completely toxic, and it affects the energy, and it could have been affecting this king, which is why this king is in the action of returning back to a Two of Cup love that has a lot of abundance. This being in the money. So this being significant, I do get as a part of the Queen of Pentacles, and why the Queen of Pentacles was first and foremost and upfront and center stage for this reading, to kind of speak to that end all, know all, and the be all of the Queen of Pentacles, and the recognition for this king being in the money section for the Queen of Pentacles, and why the Ace of Pentacles is now here in the love section. All right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll leave this here. I do get a sense of like a karmic return also too. If there was any kind of ill intent sent towards an upright Queen of Pentacles for whatever reason, it's backfiring and returning back to its owner, and maybe that's why I'm getting the sick energy with this Queen of Swords. All right, let's get your U card for Leo rising. Seven of Wands, and I got defending. Having the higher ground advantage. There being now, with the recognition, there being, one person, it being the loyalty and the commitment. And then this possibly being like suitors wanting to pursue a high priestess energy. The Queen of Pentacles, who's not here. The Queen of Pentacles upright, I should say, who's not here in this reading. But I get, and it could be that they're in this card here that's back here. We'll see what's back here. But I do get, whatever card is back here is going to be related to what this masculine energy, who could possibly be this King of Pentacles, is standing here with this wand here as representation of a new beginning, of a new start, of a spark, of something that's now onset, connected to the Ace of Pentacles and that new beginning of something new and having nothing to do with the past. And there's going to be 6 wands here. I don't get that being anything significant besides, I just see it being individual options or choices. And that'll be the 7 of Cups at times. So we do have that energy here. But this will be more active energy, where I get, because of the Knight of Pentacles energy and how that's considered to be the slowest night, this just having a little fire to it. And that could even be speaking to the masculine energy being a part of this fire energy, even though they're strong in earth energy. Very interesting. 7s are about balance. Libra energy, that Libra energy I mentioned that came through while I was speaking on the Pentacle energy, that'll attest to what I have here. And then Wands will also be not only your energy, but Sagittarius, Aries, and Ophiuchus. Here's another 7. But this is the 7 of Swords, and I get this being strategy. And so I mentioned keeping something to oneself. I am getting that here with the 7 of Swords. I don't get this being anything deceptive. I do see, what I do see are 2 swords here, leaving behind any kind of indecision or anyone like fox energies, getting away from these energies of indecision. And this will be mirroring energy, so the twin flame energy is also going to be connected here. But I see someone taking their power back. And I don't get this being about the feminine. I get this being about the masculine. Having something here that they're protecting. Taking their power back with these 5 swords here. And this, I love this deck because the 5 of swords in this deck is actually showing the person taking their power back. So the fact that we have those 5 swords. Are there 5 swords? Yeah, there's 5 swords. They look like multiple swords. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 2 of indecision. So leaving behind indecision and maneuvering and manipulating a situation here, taking one's power back. And doing it, I just get doing it while minding one's business, not really relaying a whole lot. Keeping to oneself and protecting the importance of what one is returning back to. Because this is completely masculine all the way through. And that's what I see here. Taking their truth, their shit, and moving on and moving towards what it is that they know to be true for themselves. So the masculine making moves is also what I get. And that being connected, if you are the Queen of Pentacles upright, that's going to apply to this masculine being in your life and what it is and how it is that they're maneuvering. The 2-7 energies could be significant also too. Take what resonates for that. But I do get a sense of a scale balance and balance being restored by someone taking their power back. And having to do this without getting a lot of people involved is also what I see there too. So that's pretty dope. I do get a sense of protecting the Queen of Pentacles and moving towards the light, like coming out of some darkness here too. And that could be connected to the suitors or anyone that may be coming towards this masculine with any kind of inopportune opinions or just things. I just get the masculine here taking a stand for themselves. And then doing even more so here with the 7 of Swords by taking their power back with that 5 of Swords there. Yankee Doodle could be significant as I see the feather and the cap there. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. And then this fox here, that could be significant for animal energy. It doesn't have to be anything slick or sly. It is a spirit animal, so take what resonates for that here too. But for the Queen of Pentacles, the feminine energy, where I'm getting divine feminine given that we have counterpart energy, I do get this being about a person, a King of Pentacles in your life, who's standing up, showing up for themselves and then also for you, and then making things happen. Them taking their power back in a situation where they were connected with something that's going on here. Boom. And then let's see what's at the bottom. Here's the mirroring energy of the 7 of the feminine energy. So it's the mirroring energy that I was picking up, and now you have 3 7s here that have come out together. So I'm getting Casino. That could be significant. The movie Casino could be. I'm actually going to be watching that movie. I think this is so dope. But 7, 7, and 7, and then I'm getting cherries. That could be significant too. But I do see the feminine. I get this being the Queen of Pentacles. Just as they were holding this pentacle to show that they may have gone through an experience here where they have not been receiving, but they're also able to create and show how well it is that they do by having what's destined for them in the upright position. This is upright position, so I do get this being the Queen of Pentacles. Being very frugal, possibly also being judged for not having shit when they have everything. And I don't get this being about an empty basket. I get this being like the show of the face of an upright Queen of Pentacles. Almost like, because the song How You Do That there by, it's Master P's in that song. Let me see who sings that. Maybe it is Master P. I don't know, but it's Master P's in that song. But I think I get this being an impressive act that's being delivered, where an actual upright Queen of Pentacles was misjudged, possibly manipulated in energy, somehow connected to this Queen of Swords in some way. It doesn't have to be direct. But this being moved out of the way here so that a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles can come into connection here. So what I was going to say is that I just feel that this Queen, which maybe a lot of you are this Queen of Pentacles, but may have been looked at as like frumpy, ain't got shit, out in the country, but you're actually showing how it is that you manifest. What it is that you have in your tree is fucking full. And those trees came through here. It came through here for the fucking throne, for the King of Pentacles, the sparse energies, and the Ace of Pentacles. You're bringing in and manifesting the Queen of Pentacles upright, bringing in and manifesting what they know how to do and do it well. They can manifest money anytime that they want to because it's from within them. It's innate energy. I get a lot of you also being a part of destiny and it just being meant for you and a part of your design and your makeup and you just being born into this world as this Queen of Pentacles. So regardless of how people have wanted to paint you or depict you, you riding around, you getting it. And this will be the Eight of Pentacles here too, as I see 7 and 1. Hard work. Being a hard worker, that being a part of the earth energy and being diligent, being dedicated, focused, getting shit done, and as a result, receiving the reward. Always in this mode here, always going to have things, always going to have what it is that you need, and being able to manifest it. That tree just being completely full, knowing how to plant a tree, and planting that tree. This tree is connected to this king. He's in a tree. He's the tree. He's the fucking tree that has been manifested by the Queen upright. Come on now. And so I just get this being completely impressive act by this Queen of Pentacles manifesting a true King of Pentacles in their life after being looked at possibly for not being shit. And now the Queen of Pentacles being here like, yep, see, even if I am in this particular dress or clothing, I'm also a healer and I'm also able to provide for myself. I've got plenty. This is complete nourishment and beautiful surroundings. Never judge a book by its cover. I might even change your title. I had this title here, Black Cherry Lemonade. I might even add them together because that's going to be a part of it. And thank you to Beyonce for being an inspiration with that Lemonade album. Whatever intent was designed with that, it still, has been something for women to actually be motivated to know that they don't have to be in connections where they get mistreated. But then also, too, to stand up for yourselves and to do what's right for oneself. And in doing so, whether it's meant for that connection to be staying or not, because everyone's different. Every relationship is different. This being about taking that stand and setting boundaries, making it known I can do as a feminine, as a divine feminine on top of that. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Coming into this world knowing your truth, your worth, and your value, and that you can create, you have the power to do this in multiple ways. And in very magical ways here too, because I just get this being completely fucking impressive. We'll go ahead and leave that there to show this here. Let's see what your major arcana cards are. But this is investment here too. This is someone, who can be invested in, but they're also a great investor. And this will be that Queen of Pentacles energy as well. And I just, like I was going to say, like, this not being about having an empty basket, but showing that basket, like, look, here's my ladder. They probably fucking built that too. Here's the ladder that I built to get up into my beautiful motherfucking tree full of motherfucking pentacles. And it'll grow and continue to grow pentacles all day long. You have the same card. So I get this being the mistake here. The mistaken identity. With that toxic energy being associated with this Queen of Swords here. And then the Temperance energy being here. But it's here now with the Devil energy. So this attachment energy connected to this Queen of Swords and the mistaken. Like, I get mistaken identity. And also, too, what I want to point out is that this deck here, these are going to be from the same Gilded Tarot decks, but this is the Gilded Tarot Royale deck, where I got this being a little bit more cosmic and with more truth. And this speaking to the original, like the the regular deck, and I get this being the 3D based energy. So someone being completely bamboozled, connected to this toxic energy coming from the Queen of Swords, and the mistaken identity of them being a Queen of Pentacle, but they're actually a reverse Queen of Pentacle, and this being made known. That's what I get. So someone possibly pretending also, when it comes to a Two of Cup connection, and it not being the same Two of Cup connection that's here. Them being very identical, but just not being the same. And the actual association with the devil being next to these two cups here, where it could have even been, you know, this person also possibly being a part of, you know, something that came together here. I just get mistaken identity, mistaken situation, like realm hopping, and now things being corrected by the universe. Whoa. All right, let's see what's at the bottom. Oh my goodness gracious. Jeez, man. And I can't make this up. I didn't set everything has been complete, honest. Like I do everything because I like to be here to see what these cards present also too in these moments. It's just as new to me as it is as I'm showing these cards. So I also want to point out the fact that I have these cards already set here for you. The proof of this story being right here, with these cards actually being here in your fucking reading, where you seen me shuffle these cards out and they came out for you to see here. Versus what we now have here that shows the deception connected to the true story of what has happened here. And there being mistaken identity. Someone being misjudged. For just being completely authentic and not materialistic, not caught up. And cut could be significant with this sword being held by this queen, where I don't get them being well, but not caught up in materialistic things. The color brown could be significant. I do get a strong Pisces association with that, but then the earth energy also too. Wow, but justice being here with this is the universe coming through to correct shit that's been completely messed with. Here's the energy of 11. And I do get that being the High Priestess energy. I even get this being the upright Queen of Pentacles and the Divine Feminine energy with the purity. And the two sun energies, that's connecting beam energy to an overall sun with a yin and yang energy associated. Aquarius energy, Libra, it's the Libra energy that wanted to come through. Things being made fair, things being made right, truth being seen. The two scale energies will be here, the two tree energies, the balance, the watching energy. Notice that the blindfold is here on justice here. So this is that internal pure knowing of making sound decisions without the bias, without the 3D programming, without the outside perspectives. And this being, I just get this being the mirroring energy from Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, High Priestess, Hierophant energy, and then a true King and Queen of Pentacles of loyalty, commitment, and integrity. And a lot of fucking wealth and money and love. Creative passion, fire, a strong love and intuitive knowing for one another is also what I get here too. Here's the Emperor to the Empress. And I do see this being that Knight of Pentacles energy and returning back to what it is that they know to be true for themselves. Strong royal energy. It's the one energy that I got from the Ace of Pentacles. 4 energy, that'll be the secure and stable energy, also Cancerian energy. But then the twin flame energy, the 4 of Wands, could be significant also for that too. All right, so what we have here, this is going to be the Watcher energy. So this could be someone, we see someone here watching you and someone else. This will be you and someone else here. This is going to be another emperor. This could possibly be the past energy that's been left behind by the feminine energy who's coming into new with the King of Pentacles, who has a little bit of a story here on their own. Where this emperor may have chosen wrong, being bamboozled themselves and then wanting to bamboozle, and this just being a part of the backfire and why justice is here. Now this person has to see, you know, who they didn't choose glow up and shine up with a new person. And it'll be that Knight energy also here too that I see. That's also going to be this King of Pentacles as well. That's moving towards the Two of Cup. That's a part of the Six of Cup. These Two Cup and the Six Cup is also Eight of Cup, of walking away. And so I get not only the King of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles upright, walking away from what does not serve. In doing so, you're now here in this Lover's card. Here's the Hierophant. This is almost reminding me of the last reading. But this will be contract energy. It's clear as day though. You can see this Emperor watching. And then this Hierophant watching also too, possibly. But in the last reading, there was a King of Wands and a King of Swords. These could be those people here that are now seeing someone that they completely misjudged getting their glow up and their rightful abundance after being manipulated. Something being manipulated. And I don't get this being a true Hierophant. This is going to be a false prophet energy here. Yeah, here's the World card that wanted to be seen. I wasn't even looking for that. We're going to see what's behind this Hierophant. Secrets. And where's those secrets lie with that. So there's the false energy that I'm getting. And then this Emperor energy, it could be that shape-shifting energy that's kind of lurking and shit. That's what I get there. But justice being served for whatever has happened here, because it's not going to continue in secrecy like these people probably want it to be. It's being seen across the board, and so is your new love connection with you and your person. Coming into great royalty, happiness, love, loyalty, and commitment, and abundance. Ching boom. Boom ching. Cherry lemonade on the house. Let's get your final card for Leo rising. Aries reversed. So that'll be the truth of that Emperor energy that was caught lurking behind the Justice card. Watching you have love and abundance. And justice being right on their face here too. So I get that being a part of this energy. And then let's see what's at the bottom. First quarter moon. Extension, courage. What's behind here? Libra reversed, the imbalance. So I just get this being some kind of intent that was sent for feminine to try to have them stuck in a situation connected to some kind of siphoning that was connected to feminines who are completely materialistic, judgmental, unkind, unwell, and no thanks. I do get this being about, you know, removing a lot of toxicity and there being more of a newness here of purity and clarity, honesty, love, and abundance. But the first quarter moon is after the crescent moon, which is after the new moon. We just had a full moon, so we're far from that. And that just gives me the energy of moving past what is not served. This will be a very stubborn energy, a very overreactive energy, addictive energy, obsessive energy. You have the Devil card here twice. So take what resonates for that. But for most of you, justice being here for you, justice being served, moving on into new and having this bomb-ass connection as it's being watched, and people seeing you get what you rightfully deserve after trying to keep it from you. I see two devils here. So what I'm going to do here Ooh, look at the stat. Look at that. That's actually behind this Hierophant and not the Moon card. And then here's the Death card that I was picking up. And it, oh my god. Oh my god. That's confirmed right there. With the way that these cards are, here's Death and here's that Moon card. So the death or the intent with that cutting and that sword, it's confirming the karmic return for whoever that Queen of Sword is. And this being connected to someone's destiny. And I get that being the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Pentacles that's here. With the Two of Cup energy and that being meant for them. And this being a person that was helping to bring this about to them. Someone wanting to try to mess with that. And then if this is going to be related to the Cancer reading, it'll be these two people where I got the Devil energy being one person, the Devil energy being another. Justice being served over all. You receiving your wishes and dreams come true. Happy full moon to anyone who's catching this. As I said, the full moon's going to be tomorrow. I'm not even going to finish reading those cards because I do get it being some kind of manipulative energy here and why justice is here for you. But good for all of you who are resonating with this. Truth coming through, coming to the surface. You have something beautiful, new, and blessed that's meant for you and that's here for you. Again, congrats. Congrats, congrats. This was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.